Welcome to Board Ghost, a story broadcast with games as the engine.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, but has it been forever?
We believe you're out there, hungry for stories for shared experiences. We can't see you, can't hear you, yet we will play for you. This night's offering is a continuation of our game of Our Last Best Hope, which is designed by Mark Diaz-Truman and put out by Magpie Games. You can buy a copy at magpiegames.com. To learn how we generate stories using Our Last Best Hope, go check out Our Last Best Hope Rules Primer on our website. Our humble players, myself, John Holt, with me,
Ken Breese,
and returning guest,
D. Gailey.
All right. Where we left off last time, we are living in a futuristic Pan Pax, the whole world is happy and peaceful.
Pax Terra.
Where everyone's happy, it's good times. The machinations of war of the past have fallen to rust. But unfortunately, so is knowledge of those things. Only the historians remember the weapons that time has forgotten. Unfortunately, we've also forgotten about these sort of doomsday devices that were built and trigger. And it seems like one has triggered, possibly by malfunction, and unleashed weapons of destruction, these walking robotic death machines that are controlled by a hub core brain mainframe that sends signals out to them. And being the crew of only people who know how to deal with any of this old tech, because we are historians and scholars of this ancient world, we have been sent to the frozen plains of outside of civilization to deal with this thing. And along the way, we have dealt with radioactive mutants, more killer robots, and the natural terrain itself. Our heroes on this mission are Captain
Brouge Craklin. Brouge is a Ph.D. of military history and an avid rifleist. Definitely more the person of action in the group, has definitely taken the lead in guiding the troop towards their goal.
I am playing Cyndy Diamont. She is a scientist, a professor of ancient technologies, of Cold War era computing and machine languages, and theory behind the technology of the time.
And I'm playing Sofia Morales. She is a self-taught engineer, tinkerer, who loves messing around with historical ancient machines. She's pretty cool. She's always got her head in a book or messing around with some little parts.
So where we left off at the end of Act 1, we had survived the crumbling ice over a crevasse into a watery, icy lake, and we stand on the edge there. One of our assets, the museum piece, a 6-shooter pistol, was destroyed in climbing out of the icy bowl, and now we stand on the edge as we are confronted with the face of this factory in a valley below. I don't know where it is, but...
Well, thankfully, our futuristic clothes are drying out super quickly and drying us off as well, or else we'd probably be freezing to death. But we've lost so much. We lost our plane, we lost all our gear, lost our food. We're just sort of at this point, we just have to get to the compound and complete our mission. Nothing else matters.
So we're each going to have a scene in Act 2. I did a scene last. Do you want to start, D, first? Does that make sense? Go for it.
In this scene, I would like Cindy's secret to come up. So I'm going to play that scene.
Okay.
So now at this point, we are following mimics, magnetic hot and cold, to get us into the strongest source of that signal.
The magnetic signal?
Inside of Site X.
You're getting warmer.
So we are walking from the edge of this crevasse towards the Site X. Cyndy and Sofia, in the last scene, the captain and Cyndy revealed that they had a tryst and were sort of at odds. So I think Sofia wants to get Cyndy away from him and kind of talk about this a little bit, maybe dish. Because with all this stress, she needs someone to turn to. She's feeling very, very stressed out and wants to kind of talk to her. So she sort of pulls her aside as they're walking.
What is it, Sophia? Just go back to reading your book.
Cyndy, I just want to say I know what it's like to love, and if there's something that is happening between you and this captain, Brouge, I don't like him. He is very loud and always belittles me. But if there's something in him that you see that, well, this could be the end. This could be the end for all of us. And so I think that if you have your feelings for him,
Oh, I mean, I don't have any feelings. This is a classic, like, it's a mission impossible. We're rushing headlong to our dooms, and yeah, sure, maybe I've hastened my own death by playing promiscuous, but as the old historical tropes would be. But I think you gotta get joy where you can. I mean, we're toast, Sophia. I'm in bad shape here.
Cyndy, I hear you saying these words, and they just don't sound like you. They sound like something from that you maybe saw or read. It doesn't seem genuine. There's something about what you're saying that's not true. I'm trying to speak to you from my heart. Listen, there's someone that I left behind that's very dear to me, and I just don't want to see that happen to you. If you have feelings now, you should express them. Don't be afraid.
No, but I mean, really, the only thing I'm afraid of is that we're gonna die here and not be able to save humanity. There's gonna be more than one noble sacrifice on this thing, and as much as I like to think that one of us is gonna come back from this, it's gonna be tough to get our storybook ending. But again, like, what usually happens is we're gonna find, like, there's gonna be a secret weakness, and this is probably all gonna work out just fine. Most of these systems do have a secret weakness. It's like sometimes it's a puzzle, sometimes it's pretty like simple, and honestly, these mechanical beings, these robots, it's probably just some witty banter, and we'll be able to like distract them long enough to figure out the secret. And yeah, you're right. I'm a little too doom and gloom. Yeah.
What's that sound? Oh, giant wolf bears, hybrids who are hungry for hibernation fuel. They show up.
So we don't have to.
And I'm going to play Cindy's Fear. I fear dogs. Fear dogs.
Oh no.
They're so big.
Yeah, because they're hybrid wolf and
Bears.
Yeah.
wolf bears.
Wolf bears.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Sophia, no!
Oh my God. Dude, we're gonna have to fight. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to fight these things because you look pretty scared, and we just had this hard talk. Yeah, I guess I'll have to fight.
You
We
guys
look
just-
back
yeah.
and we've like wandered away.
Yeah.
Captain's
Our
like checking
heart-to-heart
some mimic,
talk.
talking to mimic.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I should have said that they were like wolf bear mech hybrids.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
You can still say they are that.
Well, I think that would make sense because as we have gotten nearer to the base,
Mhm.
this is perhaps a level of defense as well. So these wolf bear mech hybrids have
Wow.
activated.
Yes, they
So
have.
I am going to use Sophia's technical knowledge of the mechs to add a die.
Perfect.
And I'm also going to tag her touchstone of her childhood sweetheart that she left behind. All this talk of love
Mm,
with Sydney.
that makes
Cyndy
sense. Ah.
has reminded her because
on that?
Sophia has had her nose buried so much in this employee manual that describes Site X. She's actually read a little bit about these wolf bear mech hybrids
That makes
in that manual.
These things they're hybrids, so they're not going to be optimal of either kind. So, and she starts like listing off potential weaknesses when you hybridize like a fast-moving, stealthy wolf with
Mhm.
a bear,
Her biological
lumbering,
knowledge.
heavy thing. Yeah.
She's a scientist.
Yeah.
Wait, not
She's
yet.
like, yeah, okay. Okay, so what happens?
With Sophia's technical knowledge and Cindy's hints about the weaknesses of wolf bear hybrids and her knowledge of Site X from the employee manual, Sophia notices a structural weakness in some of the support systems
Mm.
of the exterior, like kind of scaffolding that's leading from the crevasse area to where the site is. So she grabs a wrench out of her back pocket and she loosens a bolt on some of the scaffolding. And as the wolf bear hybrids are running towards them, the scaffolding releases and half of them fall off and fall down the side of the crevasse. But there's still more coming.
Still coming.
Yep, they're still coming. Sophia's still gonna fight.
Nice.
What happened?
More wolf bears. They're coming from every direction. You're hearing the crack of Brouge's rifle.
He's shooting something else though. But the sound, for some reason, seems to scare some of the wolf bears.
Nice.
They're having trouble tracking Cyndy and Sophia as they hear this sound. So they sort of get distracted and wander off, searching for whatever's making that shooting sound. Sophia remembers some information from the topographical map
That's right.
nearby. She pulls Sydney into a stony outcropping little cave that's very small, but just
Exactly.
fits them.
Yes. We made it by
So
one.
the wolf bear hybrids, most of them,
Mechs.
They can't even make it in.
yeah, they keep running. They don't smell because their noses are
Yeah,
the mech
not-
parts of them.
Yeah, not
They would just run past. But one of them gets suspicious and is
Mm.
sniffing around at the entrance to the cave. And so let's see what happens.
Let's see.
I get Cyndy to be real quiet. The wolf bear sniffs around at the entrance of the cave, but can't smell anything with his mech nose
Awesome.
and wanders off.
We are in these caves now. It's the three of us. We've lost most of our gear. We're bedraggled. We've survived a blizzard, an avalanche, being attacked by mechs and animals of all types.
There's like a thermal venting, like Mimic is like.
It is.
Like
It is a
finding
thermal.
thermal heat.
It is. And that's what's so interesting is that we're realizing that this cave that we're in is actually the sort of underground pipe duct system that leads towards this magnetic energy that we've been following. We somehow have ended up exactly where we need to be. In the scene will be all three of us.
Mhm.
I am arguing with Sophia, saying, we've known about the magnetic field since the beginning. Why did it take us so long to get here? I just think it's time you came clean, Sophia.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. I think you know exactly what. I think you know, as I know, that you don't even want to see these weapons destroyed, and that I can't read the handwriting of your second sentence. But we all know it, that you don't want the weapons destroyed.
It's true. It's true. You're
Why?
right.
Why? Why did you come on this
Because-
mission?
They should be studied and understood.
In a museum?
We should use them. We should use them for something good. That surely by studying them and learning what lies under the surface, under their programming, the things that Cyndy could talk about, and with
Wait,
my
who's
mechanical knowledge, we could use these things for good. We can't just destroy something that's so technologically
You're
advanced.
a fool. There's a reason why these playthings. There's a reason why we don't have them anymore.
They're best left in the past. Haven't you understood? Seeing all this destruction and terribleness that we've had to come up against?
Boo, I don't expect you to understand. You are a brute. You understand only fighting and killing. But Cyndy, you're a scientist. You understand study and miracles.
No, we are both historians here. We both have a sense of the scale of the world and where we all stand. Brouge here knows military history. He knows how we came to this peace. I know the violent games that they would play, the way they taught children with cartoons, with comic books, the joys of violence. It's a dangerous propagandistic world that these people were developed in. You're blinded by your pure search for this knowledge. This is not safe.
This is why you drive me bananas. You always have this ideal in your head about how things could be. But we can't bring this technology back.
But that is what I'm saying. We're not bringing it back. We would be changing it. We would change it for good. We can't. It's too valuable. We can't destroy them.
You can't come along on this mission then. You know what we need to do.
I mean, can't come along. First off, Sophia's, regardless of the why she's on this mission, she is the only one who's going to be able to help in certain ways. I mean, as tough as this has been, we've only survived so long for
What?
out of these, like, as we've had this argument, we've been going past these, like, we didn't even notice these sort of like vats and these like conveyors of robot bear heads and like robot carcasses and robot and like wolf carcasses that have been just kind of hung there. They aren't moving, they're active. Crawling out of these vats come like these sickly looking wolves. They come from all like kind of climbing up on this platform that we've been walking along.
I'll take this.
You take that? Okay.
I do. As I look at them immediately, I bust out my ancient relic rifle.
And it's at that moment that I would play Brouge's fear.
My fear is I fear wild predators. Indeed I do. And so I'm like, no, you won't take me. No.
And don't I? Did you add a black?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
All right.
Cyndy goes, whatever ichor they're covered in, they're going to be slow. Just stay out of their reach and you should be fine.
Okay.
Sophia, help me.
Help us, damn you, or we all die.
All right. As she pulls out an even bigger wrench from her back
An
pocket.
even bigger wrench. I'm firing bullets at them. I'm yelling at them. I definitely fail, but I get 2 wounds. And as I take these wounds, we continue to fight these. I'm going to continue to leverage my ancient artifact.
I go, whatever that slime, whatever that coolant that they're covered in is, I think I have an idea. Shoot the
coolant.
Yeah.
I take another wound as they are just tearing into me at this point. At that point, I yell to you to run, go, complete the mission. As I'm batting these creatures away, I'm out of bullets, I'm smashing their heads, and I like grab the last 2 of them that are leaping at us. I take them in my arms and throw us back into the vats as I die by my own hand.
All right.
And I had 3, I believe. I
By-
chose to die by my own hand.
All right.
to aid the mission.
All right. So we're running down the corridor and we come out into these like massive stacks of spinning magnetic tape drives that are just like whirring away. These massive storage units for information on tape reels. And we round the corner and there, like 100 feet down, is like a dividing path. I don't know which way to go. What do we do, Sophia?
I think I remember seeing. I remember this schematic in the employee manual. There was a map, an orientation map. I think in order to get to the control room, we go. Oh, she tries to pull out the manual to kind of page through it. I think it was on page 472. Let me see if I can find it. And she's paging through.
We don't know if those things are going to come after us. We don't have time for this, Sophia.
But I've almost got it. I think it's here. Yes, to the right. Right, we have to go right.
All right, and we rush down, going the right corridor, and we kind of montage of these like cuts.
Indeed.
And we finally get close.
Yeah, there are montage of these cuts. You're running through like dripping corridors where, I mean, this any condensation here is melted since it's so warm. Oddly, though, you're starting to hear this faint sort of like music. It sounds like a viol or a violin, as well as playing alongside a accordion. And as you guys get closer to the magnetic resonance, where you know exactly what you're looking for probably is, that music gets even louder and louder. As you come into a room and you see 2 figures playing music together. They seem to be dressed in very old and ancient military fatigues. They seem to have like national flags emblazoned in different places on their fatigues. Very passé, very, very old. And they look weird and bulky, though, as they turn to you and you see Russian cyborgs who want your organs. As they say, donuts! Slungs!
Oh, this is disgusting.
Oh, it's a horrible abomination of mechanical engineering.
Now you can see they've been subsisting on like wolf hearts and stuff like that. There are a bunch of wolf carcasses here.
We've got to stop them. I'll hold them off.
All right. Shall I help you? Or do you want me to just continue the mission? I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I need your help. I think it's only together that we'll be able to complete the mission.
Yes. Yes. All right. I'm thinking. I know something of these cyborgs. Maybe. I'll help you and aim for their own organs. That
connective parts?
No, that pink, tiny, glowing thing to the left of the axilla area.
I, as a Hail Mary, throw myself at these cyborgs, and they're like rotting piles of like rusted metal and organs. They're effectively automatons, kind of thing. Where I thought, oh, I'm just gonna be a distraction. I leap on them and they just crumble.
Covering me
in ichor and like hosing like these
It's in my mouth!
everywhere. So now we go to confronting the crisis.
So who's taking on the crisis?
Cyndy said that Sofia was the only one
That's
who
right.
could actually.
That's right. So Sophia's taking on the crisis.
Yeah, because
got
she
it.
has to use her mechanical knowledge to disable the hive mind.
I take out the toy robot
Nice.
and I set it down and be like, maybe they'll be dumb. Maybe this will distract them. Maybe they'll think this is one of their babies. Who knows? So yeah, this is putting a lot of theory to practice. We're gonna see. I left my life work behind, but this could be it. This could be the penultimate.
Yes, I agree, Cyndy. I have several final calculations. She pulls out her lucky space pen,
Nice.
which writes anywhere.
Yep.
And she starts to write on a nearby table and just is flipping through employee manual, looking through some of the operating data, doing some math, drawing some diagrams. She's, I think I know. I think I've got it.
Beautiful.
Pretty good.
Real good.
Mm-hmm.
If the total is 16 plus, you did it. Not only did you save Earth, all of you who face the final crisis survive. You'll become legend, and your faces will be on monuments. Well done. If only that were true for Cyndy, right?
What?
Because
Oh, that's right.
She cheated death.
she cheated death. She's programming away like wild, like mad.
Sophia's directing her.
Yeah, you're directing. You're also like doing mechanical-y things there,
Mhm.
like
soldering
Mhm.
Electric connections and fiddling around inside panels.
I think I've got it. I think I've got it. And I hit enter. And I'm like, I'm in. I did it. It's like, you want to play a game? We did it. We did it. Oh, I could have this whole place melt down. I could have it all fall apart. And
No, don't do that. We just disable the defensive systems, the offensive systems. Just shut it down, and
No,
we'll be able to study it.
I think it's all got to go. Here, I've got this. And that's when maybe it was an accident, maybe not a jolt of electricity, some mechanical failure
Mm-hmm.
in the console
Curious.
shoots electricity through Cyndy,
Mm-hmm.
and she's blown back and blasts against the wall and falls, eyes vacant, smoke pouring out of her ears.
Cyndy
Electrocuted to
Diamante?
death. Cyndy Diamante has potentially died at the hands of another to save the very things we were sent to destroy.
Question mark. So Cindy's body crumples to the ground. It's still twitching a little bit from the electricity.
Mhm.
Sophia walks over. She kind of like shuts the employee manual and she kneels down beside Cindy's body and she looks sad. Yeah, I'm sorry it had to be this way. This information, it's too valuable to destroy. It will bring many good things, I know. Your sacrifice is not in. She shuts Cindy's eyes and turns around and goes back to her panels and starts tinkering away.
All right.
Brutal.
Well done. With that, our story ends. We will return again with a new tale to spin to dare to entertain. I was one of your players, John Holt. You can find me on Twitter at LordJoho and on Instagram at board_ghost. You can find my book club podcast at woundedstab.com, and you can find my media recommendation review podcast at newtoyoushow.com. Ken, where can people find you?
Board Ghosts, you can find me, Ken Breese, at Berlingsbeard, BERLINGS, on Twitter, Instagram, at my website of the same name. I'm a concierge DM in the New York City area. Hire me to run your role-playing game.
Ooh, and I'm D. Gailey, and you can find me on Twitter at MXNURD. Follow me, tweet me up. Let's chat.
To learn more about the players and engine in our story, visit boardghost.com. You can contact us at BoardGhostWorld on Twitter. Shout out to the ether. We have desires we can fulfill. If you'd like to help us collaborate in making the show, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/BoardGhost. You can make a financial contribution and help us making the show and handle our operating costs. And in exchange, we will give you access to episodes early as best we can and art, and even try to put together some how to play videos for everybody. Again, if you want to help us in that way, great. If you are not in a position to contribute financially, then the next best thing, or the also best thing to do, is to go out there and share the show. Let people know about it. Tell people what you like it, and also, tell us what you like and tell us what you'd like to hear more of. We'd like to hear from y'all. Leave reviews and comments on your preferred listening portal or iTunes. Take a moment to subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest episodes. We'd like to thank Pat Couples for our theme song and interlude music. You can find more about Pat at patcouples.tumblr.com or on his band's website, hotelsandhighways.com. If you're not alone in the void, share our stories. The more they are consumed, the truer they become.
Dime, you'll agree with me.